Hi scholars, welcome to this channel. In this video, we are going to be dealing with one of the methods used in differentiation, and that is chain rule, also known as function of a function. So how do you tell if you are to use chain rule to differentiate? It is something very simple. So like we have here, whenever you have two or more terms separated by addition or subtraction, and the terms now have index or power, then you have to use the chain rule. Is that taken? So with these two examples, you are going to know how to differentiate using chain rule so well. So please make sure you watch through to the end. Alright, so for this now, for question 1, we have y to be equal to 2x plus 1 raised to power 3. Alright, so the first thing we are going to do is what we have inside the bracket, we are going to make it u. That is, u is equal to what? 2x plus 1. That's the first thing. And then we are now going to have y to be equal to, we've already made this to be u, right? So it's going to be u, then raised to power what? Raised to power 3. Do you get it? So the first one I did, what we have inside the bracket, make it u. Then y is now equal to, so it's more or less like me now trying to change the question. That is, anywhere we see 2x plus 1, you make it what? U. So u to the power of 3. Alright. So now, having done this, the next thing now is to differentiate this. So for what you have here now, you are going to differentiate u with respect to x. That is du over what? Over dx. Is that taken? Du over dx. So differentiating this now, that will give us what? That will give us 2. But if I have 2x plus 1, so whenever I want to differentiate, you know that the index here is what? It is 1. So 1 times 2, that is 2, then x, we are going to subtract 1 from the power. So 1 minus 1 is what? That is 0. And x is by 0 is what? That is 1. 1 times 2, that will give us 2. Do you get it? Alright. And 1 is a constant. If you differentiate a constant, that is 0. So that's how we have 2. Alright. So for this, we are going to differentiate y with respect to u. So we are going to have dy over what? Over du. So this will give us what? That will give us 3u raised to power 2. That is 3 times 1, that is 3. Then you have u. Subtract 1 from 3, that is 2. So this is what we have. Alright. So now we want to find dy over dx of this question. So dy over dx using the chain rule method is going to be dy over du multiplied by du over dx. So it's more or less like we multiply 2 by what? By 3u squared. So once you are done with this as well as this, just multiply it. So that's what we have here. Dy over du, that is 3u squared. Multiplied by what? Du over dx, that is 2. Alright. So dy over du, it is 3u squared multiplied by what? Du over dx is what? That is 2. So from here now we know that 3 times 2 is what? That is 6. So we have 6. Then left with what? U squared. Right? But do not forget that u is 2x plus 1. So anywhere you see u, you put what? 2x plus 1. So this is going to give us 6 multiplied by u is what? 2x plus 1, then always to power what? Always to power 2. Do you get it? Alright, so at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the simple method you can use in differentiating this using chain rule. Alright, so let's answer the second question. Alright, we have y to be cos theta minus sin theta all to the power of 2. So what's the first thing then? What we have inside the bracket is going to be our u. So u is what? Cos theta minus sin theta. So we are now going to have y to be equal to what? This is what? U. U to the power of what? To the power of 2. Is that taken? So what's the next thing? For this, I am going to differentiate u with respect to theta. So this is going to give us du over what? Over d theta. Let's say this one is x. Maybe we have cos x minus sin x. Then we are going to differentiate u with respect to x. Alright. So for cos theta, now what's the derivative of cos theta? That is minus sin theta. Then minus. Derivative for sin theta is what? That is cos theta. Please take note. For sin theta it is cos theta. For cos theta it is minus sin theta. So we have cos theta. So what's the next thing? For this, dy over du will give us what? That will give us 2u. 2 times 1, that is 2. With this u, subtract 1 from 2, that is 1. So that will give us 2u. So we've gotten du over the theta, and then we've gotten dy over du. So what's the next thing now? The next thing for us to do is to differentiate using the chain rule, that is dy over the theta. Are you getting it now? So dy over the theta is equal to what? Dy over du multiplied by what? Multiplied by du over the theta. Du over theta. Like I said earlier, just multiply this by what? By 2u. Alright. So what is dy over du? Dy over du is what? It is 2u. So 2u multiplied by, what is du over the theta? That's this. So let me just have it in bracket. So multiply by what? Minus sin theta minus what? Cos theta. Please, are you getting it? Alright. So remember that u is what? Is cos theta minus sin theta. So this is going to give us 2 multiplied by u, which is cos theta minus sin theta. Cos theta minus what? Sin theta. Right? So we've dealt with this 2u. So what we now have left is minus sin theta minus cos theta. Do you understand? Alright. So we are multiplying 2 by this and then by this. What I would love to do now is let me leave 2 out and then multiply this by this. So it's almost like me having 2 multiplied by 3x multiplied by what? 5x. Then I decide to multiply 3x by 5x before multiplying by 2. So that's what I want to do here. So let's multiply cos theta minus sin theta by what? Minus sin theta minus cos theta. Alright. So let's have the bigger bracket here. Cos theta minus sin theta will give us what? So this is positive, this is negative. So plus times minus is what? That is minus. So we are going to have minus what? Cos theta sin theta. Are you getting me? Then cos theta multiplied by minus cos theta. Plus times minus is what? That is minus. Right? So cos theta multiplied by cos theta will now give us cos squared theta. Not cos theta squared. So that's cos squared theta. Are you getting it? Alright. So the next thing is to use minus sin theta to multiply this. Minus times minus is what? That is plus. Sin theta multiplied by sin theta will give us sin squared theta. Right? Minus times minus is what? It is plus. Sin theta multiplied by cos theta. That will give us cos theta sin theta. Is that taken? Alright. So we have 2 into bracket. Looking at this now, I told you earlier, we have minus cos theta sin theta here. Then we have plus cos theta sin theta. So what's going to happen? It's going to turn to 0. They will get cancelled. So like we have it minus 2 plus 2. Minus 2 plus 2 is what? It is 0. So minus cos theta sin theta plus cos theta sin theta will give us 0. So this now is cancelled. And we are left with minus cos squared theta plus sine squared theta. Do you get it? Alright. So what's the next thing? I can have this now to be 2 into brackets sine squared theta minus cos squared theta. Right? See, if I have minus 2 plus 5, I can write this to be what? To be plus 5 minus 2. Do you get it? So let's say we have minus b plus a. I can decide to make it this way, a minus b. So they mean the same thing. Minus 2 plus 5 is what? That's plus 3. 5 minus 3 is what? That's the plus 3. Do you understand? Alright. So from trigonometric identity, we have that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. From trigonometric identity, sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is what? It is 1. So let's try to find sine squared theta. So making sine squared theta subject to the formula, we're going to have sine squared theta to be what? To be 1 minus cos squared theta. Please take note. So if sine squared theta is equal to 1 minus cos squared theta, anywhere I see sine squared theta, I'm going to have 1 minus cos squared theta. So this is 2 into brackets. Sine squared theta is what? 1 minus cos squared theta, then minus cos squared theta. Do you get? So I'm trying to take my time for you to get this question so well. Alright. So the next thing now is 2 now into bracket 1 minus cos squared theta minus cos squared theta. Don't forget that the coefficient says what? It is minus 1. Here is what? It is minus 1. So minus 1 is what? That's minus 2. So I'm going to have minus 2 cos squared theta. So it's like you having minus x minus x. This will give us minus 2x. If I have minus 2x minus 3x, that is what? Minus 5x. So that's what we did here. Minus cos squared theta minus cos squared theta will give us what? Minus 2, because the coefficient here is what? Negative 1. Here is what? Is negative 1. Do you get? Alright. So what's the next thing? The next thing now is, see, from trigonometric identity, 1 minus 2 cos squared theta. 1 minus 2 cos squared theta will give us minus cos 2 theta. Please take note. From trigonometric identity, 1 minus 2 cos squared theta will give us minus cos 2 theta. Alright. So we now have that 2 into bracket 1 minus 2 cos squared theta, we said it means what? It means minus cos 2 theta. So 2 multiplied by this, that is plus 2 multiplied by negative cos 2 theta. The first thing is plus times minus is what? That is minus, right? So 2 times this will give us, so that will give us 2 cos 2 theta. So this is the answer. Do you understand? Alright. So let's now use the short method in answering this question. So if you check the first question that we did earlier, this is what we have. We have that 2x plus 1 to the power of 1 to the power of 3. So let's use the shortcut in answering this question. So the first thing I'm going to do is, this is the index, right? So this index, I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to have it here. The next thing now is, you will differentiate what you have inside the bracket. So if you differentiate 2x plus 1, what are you going to have? You are going to have 2. Like I said earlier. Having done that, the next thing is repeat this value, which is 2x plus 1. Then for this power, subtract 1. So 3 minus 1, that is 2. Let me say this again. The first thing is this power here, this index, bring it out. That's what we have here. The next thing, differentiate what you have within the bracket. And the next, you are going to repeat this value. The next one, subtract 1 from the power. So 3 times 2, that is 6. Then into bracket 2x plus 1 to the power of 2. So do the same thing for the second question. You will surely get your answer. So I believe by now you can differentiate using the chain rule method. Alright. In case you really enjoy this class, please do well to like, please share, and most importantly, do well to subscribe. Alright. See you in the next video.